Good morning. This is Kelly Sheets with Medicaid. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I've got 10:59. Like I said, I'm with Medicaid and I will be hosting the meeting today. So if you want to give it another couple of minutes as people are still entering the waiting room, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Ann Lynn.
Okay. I'm looking, see Susan and Evan. Do we have any other of the TAC members?
That's all I have. That's all I see.
Evan, do you think anybody else will come, or shall we go ahead and start?
Yeah, as far as I knew, both Teodos and Marlene were going to attend, so maybe we just give it another minute or two.
Okay.
I have just admitted Tudis to the meeting, so he'll be joining here in just a second, and then you should have a quorum.
Okay. Great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Morning.
We want to go ahead and get started now. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'll start with the introductions. I'm Ann Purden, Executive Director of Hazelwood Home Health. The rest of the TAC members will introduce themselves. I'll get that out in a minute.
CEO, ARH Home Care Services.
This Perez, Wind River District Home Health.
And I'm Evan Reinhardt, Executive Director for the Kentucky Home Care Association.
So we have established a quorum, and I believe we have 2 sets of minutes we need to approve. Is that correct? I think the December 20th, 2022 and the June 20th, 2023.
I believe that's correct, yes.
Okay. Is there any questions or discussion on that?
If there are no questions or discussion, I move to approve both sets of the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion carries. And Evan, do you want to take us through the new business, or do you want me to do it, or?
Sure. The supply fee schedule discussion, I think we'll have a recommendation related to that, but Anlin, this is the
is this mine?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do it. I was just requesting that the state add the T4544 to the fee schedule. That is the underwear pull-on above extra large. And we already have the code for the diapers. And I noticed that we have a code for both a diaper and a pull-on on every other size except for the above extra large. So I don't know if it was just an oversight that it was left off, because I know the extra large was added a few years back, or if there was a reason the state left the pull-ons off.
Is there anyone from policy on? I don't know if there
Yes.
is.
So we are working to look at the fee schedule and we will review that recommendation and we will get that if we work towards adding it, that's the plan. We will need to write a change order to get that added and also over to the MMIS, but that is the plan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Then actually, I think I think maybe both the next one or part of the next two. The billing contact information, I think somebody else requested that also from every MCO to actually, instead of just having a provider rep, have one that actually knows about billing, if that's possible. And that kind of ties into C. And mine was especially with Anthem, because the provider rep contact list that I have in my region is, I thought I had it out, that the guy listed as a glass. So when I contacted him, I was told no, that I had all the home health was handled by Teresa Lopez. But I started an Anthem contract in April and I have not been paid for one Anthem Medicaid claim. And I have sent in lists. I've tried to build it according to my contract. Then I was told to bill it exactly like I do Kentucky Medicaid, and those have already kicked back. So I actually need a rep that knows about billing.
Hi, Aunt. This is Holly with Anthem. I'll put the contact information in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then is that something that DMS has a formal list of that, we could just sort of try to keep track of and update on an ongoing basis?
Hi, it's Kelly again. As far as I know, not that I'm aware of, I'll put it that way, but that doesn't mean there isn't one. I can take that back to our MCO branch and see if we have anything that we can distribute.
That would be great.
With Medicaid, I can tell you they do get updates on who the provider reps are, but whether or not, I don't know if it's broken down by home health provider reps or not, but they being health plan oversight does get that information. Now, if you're wanting specifically billing, then that may not be that specific, but they do have information on provider representatives per MCO.
I think it goes back to our issue of the MCOs telling us all the time to bill like we do traditional Medicaid, but then that never gets us paid. So if they actually had a rep that knew about billing, would be really nice.
This is Erin Allen with WellCare. I will put my contact info in the box as well, and I do handle both the billing and the provider relations. I'm for all of it.
This is Rosa Morales. I could answer any questions. I'm with United Healthcare. Could answer any questions in regards to billing, or at least get you the answer. So I'll put my contact information as well.
And just to let you know, I will copy the chat and send it out in either an email or a Word document attached to an email. So you don't have to worry about writing all that stuff down during the meeting.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any other questions for the new business?
Nope.
Okay. Number 5 is general discussion. Do we have something specific, Evan?
Nothing on our end, unless DMS or anybody else has anything.
I have a question. This is Susan. Do we have any updates on the Pluric strain recommendation or the other recommendation we have out to the MAC?
I'm sorry, Susan, could you repeat that question? I couldn't hear it very well.
I'm getting a cold. It's regarding the Pluric strain MAC recommendation or the other supply question we had out to MAC recommendations.
Hey, Susan, it's Pam. We're adding that on the fee schedule too. So I'm hoping we can get all of those. It lagged behind, and I'll be fully transparent. It was my fault. I missed doing the change order. So I had saw that again. And so we're doing that. I am going to add that to the fee schedule. And so we'll get all of that done at the same time.
Okay, Pam, while you're on that, from the Pluric strain standpoint, will that be home health and DME?
I need to honestly look on the DME side, because DME is, and I don't think Justin is on. I can speak for sure on the home health side, but let me check about DME.
Because what happens is if they don't have a way to get the supplies after we discharge them, then it's still
a problem. Okay, that makes sense.
it's
So
a problem.
So, okay. Yeah, I'll talk to him and I'll make sure that we address both sides, because we don't want to have them be able to have it and then you all discharged from the skilled plan of care and then we don't have a way for them to get it. So we don't want that to happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, anything else? Okay, so Evan, do I need to officially make the recommendation for number 6 or for us to
I
vote
think
on, or?
Yeah, they're already gonna do it, but maybe just for good measure, we make a recommendation just to keep it in their record if we can.
Okay, I make a motion to make the recommendation in number 6.
Susan Stewart, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes. So number 7.
Will you all be getting me a official thing for the MAC meeting?
Yep. Yeah, well, I'll draft it up and make sure we coordinate with DMS on that and get it over to them.
And I guess you're the presenter of that, Evan. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're on to number 7. Anything from the Max? Or, oh, no, it's Susan. I guess we just did number 7.
Yeah. Well, we did, but I was not in attendance of the last MAC meeting. That was the anniversary of the flood. So I felt like my presence was better off with my staff. So I did not attend the last MAC meeting. So I have nothing to report.
All right.
Next meeting will be in October 17th.
October 17th. All right. Well, I guess with nothing else, we'll adjourn.
Love it.
Sounds good.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
The point. I love it.
Well, thank you to everybody for attending and
Thank you.
for all the representatives that have put stuff in the chat.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a nice
everyone.
day.
I'll get that
Have a good one.
information to you out as soon as we end the meeting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.